Nketoana Municipality in the Free State reportedly spent over 100,000 rands on a rented car for its mayor in 1 month. According to a ground-up report, Mayor Sam Mokoena traveled 69,292 kilometers between the 18th of May and the 18th of June this year in a rented SUV. Nketoana manager in the office of the mayor, Sam Mokoena, joins us now for more on that. Dr. Mokoena, good evening, and thank you very much for your time and for coming on this evening. It seems the mayor could have spent on the upper limits of what is really allowed in terms of allowance of travel and of course compared to the remuneration and the packages that mayors get in the category of a municipality that the mayor is in. How do you respond to that?
Okay, thank you so much, my brother, and good evening to your viewers. First and foremost, I think we need to set the record straight that the mayor has forfeited her 25% allowance on her salary and opted for the use of the official vehicle. Now, in this case, it becomes malicious to say the mayor has traveled for 70,000 kilometers without any substance evidence that can be presented. Because what happened is that the mayor's car was involved in an accident during November 2023. Now, in terms of the mayoral handbook, it is the responsibility of the municipality to ensure that the mayor has got transport for official and private duties. So after the accident, the assessment of the insurance wrote off the motor vehicle, and it was left to the discretion of the administration to ensure that they organize another vehicle for the mayor. So that's how the mayor got the hired motor vehicle.
So according to this report, I mean, this is something that could have been captured in terms of the logs and the fuel that would have been purchased during the so-called month that is used as a measure of how many kilometers that the mayor could have traveled. So are you saying those logs and those fuel refills and the purchases of fuel are not true, firstly, and untruthful, and are not a reflection of what could have happened in that month?
Yes, I can confirm that those allegations are unfounded and lack substance. Because, you know, we've got a law that governs this country, and any person has got the right to information that is held by the state. Now, the way this information was harvested, it becomes bogus to us, because if the journalist wanted the right information, they could have applied for it and they could have been given the proper information in terms of what had transpired during those months that we have mentioned.
So this invoice that Groundup says is got a hold of is not an invoice that's reflecting in your books?
No, it doesn't, because, you know, they could have applied to the municipal manager and he could have given them the proper information. So whatever information that they are having, we don't know where they harvested it. So we refute those claims and we condemn them with strongest possible terms to say it is not the true reflection of what transpired during the course of those months that we have mentioned.
Yeah, the vehicle you're saying that would have been hired for that month, how much did it cost the municipality?
The vehicle hire, rental services may not even be more than 30,000 rand for every month. And the mayor cannot travel for about 70,000 kilometers. No, that's ridiculous. You know, the distance from Honolulu to Panama is about 5,700 kilometers. And now if the mayor is supposed to go to Bloemfontein, so for about 3 times in a week, then you are talking about 600 kilometers from Race to Bloemfontein. And if you multiply that by 3, it will give you less than 4,000. And you must understand that there is an official handbook that has been provided for all the mayors in South Africa by SALGA. And now we are doing things by the book. that the mayor can use the vehicle for official purposes and for private purposes.
Yeah.
It is in the book. It's not something that we are getting it from somewhere else. It is in the book. Even the family of the mayor can use the mayoral car. If the mayor is inside the vehicle, it can be driven by anyone. But the spouse of the mayor can use the vehicle even if the mayor is not inside the vehicle.
Yeah. Could it have raked up the kilometers for unofficial business that is outside, as you put it, the mayor's prescribed movement? Maybe could have been used by the spouse, could have been used by the family to get to that amount and the amount of fuel that would have been used.
No, the amount of 70,000 is refuted, my brother. It can't find application in any way. It can't find application. 70,000 kilometers, it means it's something else out of this world. But what I'm trying to say is that for argument purposes, if the mayor is ill and cannot go to a doctor and drive by herself or her driver, then the spouse can use the vehicle to drive her around.
What is the situation now as far as the mayor's vehicle is concerned, since her previous car was involved in an accident? Has the car been written off?
As I mentioned before, that the assessment report out of the insurance assessors, they wrote off the vehicle that was officially purchased. Now, the insurance has since paid a certain amount to the account of the municipality, and it is left with the administration to ensure that they do the replacement of the vehicle. It is not purchasing of a new vehicle per se, but they are replacing the vehicle that was involved in the accident.
Yeah. And has that vehicle been purchased?
The procurement processes have since commenced, and they might probably exhaust them during the course of the month or sometimes next month.
Yeah. So you're saying in the interim, I suppose for the next month again, the mayor would still be renting a vehicle?
Yeah, she will still be entitled to a rented vehicle.
All right. The Auditor General's report on the municipality from the 2022-2023 financial year records municipal stated irregular expenditure sitting at 480 million and a stated 427 million in irregular expenditure in 2021-2022. It seems the question of irregular expenditure, which many are viewing the so-called, which you are disputing, of course, rental, is escalating instead of getting better.
You see, the Auditor General has not made any findings so far against the use of the official car of the mayor. And now, with other matters surrounding the report of the Auditor General, I think I'm not in the best position to respond to that. We've got an accounting officer who's responsible for such matters. But rest assured that the mayor is always available when the Auditor General summons her to any meetings with her, because the mayor is a full-time councillor and she's always there. And in any given time, when the Auditor General wants to have a meeting with her, she avails herself to explain some matters. And you know, some of the matters that might have attributed to some challenges that we have mentioned, I think the best people to respond to that is the administration led by the municipal manager, who is the accounting officer.
All right, let's finalize then this particular issue, because I'm just linking it to the fact that it's viewed as irregular expenditure, and opposition parties, they are looking at this saying, well, we are not surprised that this particular matter would have emerged because irregular expenditure certainly seems to be moving in that municipality. There is a question around the authenticity or the legitimacy of the logbook. The Democratic Alliance seems to allege, right, at this particular point, that the logbook is not being properly kept.
Okay. Let me respond to that. Firstly, I won't dwell much into politics because I'm not a politician. But the fact remains that as the manager in the office of the mayor, I haven't received any correspondence from any political party in the council contesting the use of the mayoral vehicle. Now, it becomes devastating that these questions have been sent to the media without the consent of our office. But however, I can insist to say whatever information that they've issued out, I mean, it's not authentic, as I've alluded to earlier. And that it has not been tested to say it is the authentic information that can be used against any institution in this country and in the municipality.
So are you suggesting, I mean, as one of the reports here says, that there is a personal vendetta that could be at play to supply this information to the media instead of taking it to your office and requesting, I suppose, clarity from your office directly?
Yes, I can share those sentiments because, in politics, I mean, politics is a contested terrain and everyone would want to test waters, maybe to assume a certain position that is the position of the mayor. Now, it is politics at play. I mean, in a political environment, I mean, it's not a bed of roses that you can expect that it will be a plain sailing. So it is politics at play, and I think this is a hogwash. Because if those political parties have got interest in the affairs of the municipality without divisive agendas, they could have sent questions directly to the mayor, and we could have responded as I'm doing it right now.